Well, if you want a very inefficient way to travel across the land, what do you pick? Flying machine, minecart, horses? Well, how about a canal? Yes, I've gone a little bit insane. And, yes. Boats, water, a lot of digging out, tunnels, entrances, a floating thing, the number zero. Ah. For a little bit of context, this is the second attempt since I got to the 1K mark and then stopped recording because I pressed the button enter, not the numpad enter, which is the button should be set to. No, it's set to enter numpad enter because it's the same bloody key. Jim's a smart ass. So you have boat, sunken boat, you can go down to it, speed doing this house, yes, interesting things, woo, landmarks. And that's pretty much all you missed from last time, but long-winded and a bit of a mumble. Because Jim can speak. So, canal, open ocean, very boring. Not much to talk about, not much interesting to build a canal. I mean, just put guidelines on. Then you hit terrain, and you go, oh, we can break underneath it, we can, well, sand's like awful. Ugh. I mean, you build houses, you build things inside. I mean, walls. You got well. This was bloody connected at one point. I believe it's a block higher. Annoyingly enough, is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No, it's same height. No, you do notice that. You get annoyances. You just sort of build and then you get a bit lazy. And then you do some weird struts and yeah, you build stuff. You know, more hindy spots, walls, water features. So then you come up to what can only be described as a pain in the ass. A huge well, a mountain that's pretty big and pretty long. And, well, instead of tunneling through the entire thing like a person would normally do, realistically, you decide to go over it. So you create a feature and you go over it, and then yes, I made a well, it's an escalator. Yeah, I call it an escalator for boat. For boat singular, yes, because you know who else would have more boats? And can you go down it? Probably not. I mean, you could probably jump it. Like, there you go, jump. You could open up and go. I don't know. I'm mumbling again. Stop it, James. Don't mumble. You're recording. Be human, and I've speed in this. Right. Detail. I can't remember what I said last time, honestly. Oh, dear Lord alive. Right. Tunnel. I used a bit of commands, you know, slash fill, and I made, you know, it's pretty detailed, pretty nice, lit up, and then this is where I stopped recording last time, was I realised I was going north, not south, so I typed a sign in. That stopped recording ages ago, because I'm clever, so that's the 1K mark, we've reached 1,000 blocks, and I forgot where this tree is, for God's sake, alright, we've reached 1,000 blocks, it's going bed, go bed, alright. Yep, 1,000 blocks, you know, pretty simple, brick, concrete, nothing complicated. A couple bed stops, a nice water feature. Trying to go down was a bit awkward because getting the water right, you know, it's just messing around with water. It ain't fun. I don't care about the darkness anymore. And oh yes, the annoying thing of the ridges don't line up, just to, you know, upset you all. Yeah, so you know, making a canal, like I said, is the most inefficient way to travel. I mean, I'm building on top of the ground here. This is not even water level. But then I do lower it down to a block and two to get to water level, and then I do carry on. And we got to here, and I got a farm, I got a tower, and I'm going back to bed because it's dark. And you go, oh, okay, it's nice and bright. So, yeah. At this point, the canal's been pretty, well, other than the mountain bit, the tunnel, you know, it's been pretty standard, but it's like, well, it's been quite small terrain. This is the point where it gets a little bit stupid because we have a pretty big mountain. So going through it, I'll be there a while. So, you know, what do I do? Create a nice big chute. Build a bridge with supports, because why not have a floating thing? You know, it's Minecraft, gravity exists, totally. I'm lagging currently. Why are you lagging? Because I'll load chunks quicker. So then it's like, okay, as well, copper, calcite, use some, you know, newer blocks, the glass, you know, I sort of think at this point I sort of was watching some crap video and went, oh yeah, they exist. God, my throat is croaking. Yeah, watch a video. They exist. So why not use them? So yeah, we made probably the most oddest bridge you're gonna see in your life, but you know, I made it. And a bit of deep slate, just a little bit of an experiment, and yeah, a smaller tunnel. And then I switched over to clay because you know, who else needs a good building material? Clay. Also, I do like the look of clay. The sound of it, no, but the look of it, I can. It's a bit like a bit of a concrete. I don't know. I do find it interesting. And then I went to lapis lazuli because you know I'm an idiot. Also, I believe I use basalt. Oh, was that already here? I can't remember. Who knows? And wait, I've used. I don't even know. I think at this point I sort of just did whatever I wanted. I mean, you got a bit of lapis. Look at this bit of the canal. You know, big ass waterfall. It's kind of like that's like the amusement park feature. And then you got like I think it's actually a bridge. Kind of yeah. It's like alright, you're going through a valley. Pretty standard stuff, in your construction of your canal. And then you get to a village, and then you decide just to go under it, just about. And it gets pretty dark, I will admit. Looks dark at the recording, Jesus Christ. And you've gone underneath a village. Honestly, it's kind of comical this because it's just here. Ah, yes, the market square. I've leveled it off for them. But anyway, we reach to. Is it Prisonary? Oh, it's copper. It's copper. To the 2K mark. Yay! 2,000 blocks from spawn. Well, technically 0, ish. I mean, I don't know. Built a tent. I mean, it's quite literally just a tent. And then yes, we get up to the bridge report where I was like, okay, I can't be sticking in the ground. Make it a bridge. So yeah, so we've gone through underneath the village, through a bit of extreme terrain. Pretty standard stuff. I mean, at this point, I don't even go lower. I just can't be raising behind the canal. I cross a river, and I make supports for it, and I go to wood. Very strange of me. Like I said, this is very much a rainbow road. I think I said it was at last recording. Who knows? I very much do whatever the fuck I want here. Plainly, there's an end chest that's got a boom in it, a boo. And then I go to glass because why not? And it's like, I've made a glass bridge. Go to iron because I probably got bored after 5 minutes of it. Because after you've cleared it, you've built the thing. Even with commands, you've added the water, you've dealt with that, you get bored quite quickly. And then I've had a bit of a longer stint of it, and I've cleared a lot more terrain. Build down. It's like, okay, now we get water level. Well, I say low water level. The thing is technically higher than the last time, because last time I think it was actually on the water. But yes, we have another rest stop, which is inside of a thing, because why not? I mean, the most wonkiest line ever. And then you get to the other side, and you've crossed a large bit of water, because who cares? So then you get into the where I've really much abused commands. What's notable here is the cave systems, because that's what I kept running into, was caves. And I've added a tunnel, because, well, I say tunnel, walkway, because, why not? This is very much opportunity. So, yeah, it's an opportunity, opportune location, there you go. Don't brain freeze, Jim. Simply put, do what the hell you want. You can often do cool stuff. I say kind of cool stuff. Well, this is where we get a big cave. It's like, okay, just light up around me, which you can't really tell what I've done, but there's a bridge, there's pillars. The canal goes across it. It was kind of cool at first, and it was kind of like I don't have a lot of space to work with. But then I went for a ravine. So if you do this in survival, you probably do more because, like I said, I haven't said, but having little. What I meant to say was probably having little knickknacks around makes the route interesting, like tourist destinations, like landmarks, monuments. What I was getting at is you do find interesting locations, and survival. You're gonna need resources. You're gonna dig up crap. You're gonna have bases, and doing it in creative got a little bit. Well, wouldn't say a little bit boring in the look department. I just sort of mass produced it, and we hit the 3K mark, which was a bit funny because it was underground, so it's kind of an awkward moment in time where it was like, what to do. Also, there's a nether portal I found going under it, so it's like I lit it, put a bed there, set it more on fire, I think. And then you get a jungle, which was quite actually a bit of terrain I wasn't expecting when I started this, so it was kind of cool to go through what is basically very funny if it was mass used because the vines block it up. So yeah, jungle. And of course, at this point, I sort of got addicted to just tunneling and sort of just mass-produced tunneling effects. Did a bit of a roof glass, and I kept the trees there because, you know, why not camouflage your canal? You know, you could do it. And so we travel a bit further across what is another big great ocean. There's a boat there. There's a boat. Didn't notice that. Like I said, in survival, it'll take you longer. You probably observe. That's another boat. It's probably a battle. Yeah, so like I said, in survival, you probably observe a little bit more. You know, just go, oh, I could build something there. Build something there. You would probably build, I don't know, a lighthouse or do something with this rock other than this weird tent. And then we get over to what is a big bubble elevator because, you know, it's quite a sharp incline. The terrain does vary, and my solution to it is normally 90 degree. Because it's Minecraft, that's all you have. So yeah, so creating my bubble elevator, you know, it's a very awkward terrain this was, because it was very much angular. And then we get a bit thinner, so I know, then this is where I start just bulldozing straight through like a moron. I haven't even killed that tree's still there. You know, you just sort of go with the flow, and then the most complicated structural pillars, and then I got more bored wherever you went. And also, this was the 400k mark, so bit of a billboard, interesting thing, a little bit of detail. The 3k was a bit of a boring landmark, and the 2k wasn't really a landmark. Aha! This is where the original idea of the underground system came more into an effect of, well, that view. Mwah. If I wanted to, I could have done something and it would have looked amazing. I mean, this cave is just a base asking to be built as I quickly freeze up and lag of loading chunks I haven't loaded up before. I haven't loaded up in a while, should we say. So yeah, this is honestly a cave that should be a base, but you know, I found it creative. Big frickety hue. A missed opportunity and a half. So yeah, that's I'm making a human sound in the English language. Right, carrying on. What the fuck am I even asking now? Who knows? Stone, because you know, I think at this point it was kind of patching up, and then it's yeah. I mean, stone's like the most used block in the world for anything industrial built. And then you probably get where I stopped last time and carried on with Netherite, because you know, make your bridge expensive and give it supports, which I just remembered. So many good building ideas I just sprinkle in here randomly. Also torches. I lit it bit up. Now if we go back to concrete and more interesting terrain, because holy hell, that concrete, that pillar. And it's raining further, so please do ignore the sound. I hope I can get through this video without it fucking dying off. If not, I'll do a half and a bit. It might just fit a bit more. Right, tunnel, concrete, down post. Oh, I say down post. At the grand staircase, honestly. And then we get into what is lagging because I'm flying it. It's at Mach 2. The Mesa biome, which was very boring but interesting because it was kind of like colourful, and there's a pillager outpost, there's a jungle in the distance, there's a plain, a desert, a mesa, these weird pillars. It's like, okay, you know, pretty interesting. And then we hit the 5k mark. And, you know, there was, you know, a big chunky 5k. You know, I'm upping the scale here. Making it more and more interesting to see these landmarks. You know, you've travelled 5,000 blocks. You know, underground, weird very weird cave systems in the desert, sand falling, very awkward. There's a desert temple I marked, and there was a bit of a landmark. But I cut through quite a clean break for this river, so the river's not interrupted. A massive weird mountain over there. An ally I haven't killed off yet. And a village. So it's like, the 5k is just sort of the desert. The village is actually the canal. And I have a bad habit of, well, leaving a path. And this poor house. Anyway, yes, so we've pretty much carried on. There's a hole here which I lit up. So very interesting locations, and Minecraft terrain generation, which is kind of interesting to explore. But I think this was a cave-in, most likely. Strange, who knows? Like I said, cutting through this was very much quick and dirty, per se, of how we're doing it, because very much aggressive. So yeah, a bit more of a big hole there again. Another village. Not really interested. I've just done that one over there. I don't care about this one. Back making some more structural supports. This one's a bit more damified, of going wider. An underground thing. A great big chasm. Because, honestly, the acacia biomes are very much the savannah. Great terrain holes, apparently, because... and then you get to the 6k mark, which is where I honestly don't know what I did. Funny enough, it's dark. So it's lit up, as you can see, so I'm going to go to bed quickly and make it daytime. Because not all of this is lit up. Because I was being lazy and mass producing it to high heaven. So I went to wool, and then I stopped immediately, and I've made, well, it's honestly like a train, train station bridge. That's not even, I don't think. I think I've really cocked this up somewhere, and it's annoyed me. Yeah, who knows what I've done there. So yeah, the 6k marker, which kind of, I started it and then just sort of said, fuck it, it will be wide. And you get what you get, which is this awful, and the scaffolding was after the fact, but it all works, it's all lit up. It can be turned on and off in theory. Next we went, well, it's kind of, yeah, okay, did that. Okay, get lazy, minimal. Probably a better way of doing the C parts of the canal is what is basically buoys. Is that a slime block? Yeah, it is a slime block. The slime block sound. Right, and then it kind of got a bit, one level. Yeah, I spent so long fiddling. Cheap, nasty, a bit gold. I went to gold for God's sake, The train was very boring. It was very much in the middle of a river to a bit of a lake. A lot of water, and then there's a village, and I built a bigger farm, did some path work, didn't touch the rest of it, extend the house over it. Bit of a landmark. Like I said, this is what I was more wanting to do, but I thought further away I might get some more unique terrain, and then I think this is where there's a mountain, and I would just sort of sod it. And it's a single dirt block. A tree block. Alright. Yep, so pretty much I would just decide to get rid of an entire mountain range because it was annoying. And it's kind of like a dock, like a port, like a cutout you could imagine. You can imagine if I did work here. So this is potentially another area I can improve upon or show improvement on in the future of the canal, further forward. Which is honestly what I want to do more now. But I thought, if I record this and show you the sort of weird shitty thing I did pre-and, you can go woo. So yeah, canal, it's long. And I'm doing weird stuff like spamming down a bunch of lights, changing lighting schemes, and going underground again, because why not? It's time consuming, honestly. Because it's like, well, I say it's time consuming, it's distance and time consuming, because you have to get 1,000 blocks, and then you do another landmark, and then... When I get to 10k, I should be fine, because then I can start skipping. But it's the first 10k, you have to mock every 1,000, and it's like, ugh. But anyway, anywho, we have the first and last of the video for the canal. I won't edit it here for a second, I could still bumble on, but to put it simply, we've reached the end of the line. We have 7,000k, a big rate off sign, and my little bit of a landmark I've been working on recently-ish. It's at 7,000k. The wall continue. I was kind of going some weird like dystopian, futuristic, brutalistic style. So the idea is it's sort of a weird fortification. So you've got like the very first wall, which is like I guess like imagine let's say you drive a truck into it, it goes woo, bang, stuck. Here's a trench. Here's a wall. Here's a deeper trench, and then the actual important wall, which I haven't built upon yet. Train, okay, in the distance. Is it maybe a plane as well, or a helicopter? Or why am I looking for Minecraft? It's in real life. Anyway, yes. So this is a bit of a weird, futuristic, brutalistic. I'm gonna do a weird compound is my idea, and I was kind of idea was if you stopped off here, you would sort of maybe look this far, and it would go for the eye as far as I can see. So as soon as it gets out of render distance, this will not carry on, and it was generally just sort of a rest stop and thinking. And there's a village here which was kind of wanting to probably go to there and just block off the joke of it. So if you must know, we have a slight issue with the fact there's a massive cavern, and so this house will be most likely demolished or covered over in concrete. Very brutally, I'll get some mix around and just go pour. So yes, this is a canal video. Might do another one after I get a bit of progress update. Who knows? I'm just doing this for excuse to record Minecraft and see how it turns out. Also to say, hey, I'm not dead and this is the 403rd video on the channel. Hoping to get to 500 and it's raining still, for God's sake. Ugh. Oh god, if you wonder about the sluggishness, that is just Minecraft lagging. Yes, so to talk further ahead, well, I've got a couple minutes before it gets to 25, I might cut it off. The canal further ahead would then, well, actually, funny enough, if you haven't realised, this thing's got wider and skinnier at random, but I do believe the centre is on the 0, 0 line again. Which apparently oh yeah, sorry, I'm being an idiot here. So the X, yeah, so the X line it is on 0. I'm sorry, I've gone quiet because of numbers. So yeah, so technically it's yeah. So yeah, so I've got I'm looking at coordinates and get my brain confused. So we have the height, which is the middle one, if you see on the second paragraph on the left, and then we have the 1, 0, 0. That's the actual line. So yeah, the middle is 0, and then I was like, what the hell's one far right one? I couldn't remember for a second, but yes, 7,000 is technically this line. Even the sign's technically on the wrong one, but you're basically there. I think what I should do is probably do that, as that actually marks the 7,000 line. So right here, the future of the canal, after that bit of a brain fart, is into what appears to be a jungle and birch biome. And a great off mountain, so yes, I'm going to probably do this in a while, so if you really want to... Okay, let's probably say for this, we're most likely going over. Yeah, we're going over. Fuck it, why not? So, yeah, cool weird landmark I'm going to probably build here. I mean, what the fuck is this? I just saw this core around, I was like, this is weirdest... Yeah, well, it's not going to touch well. I'll do some weird stuff around here, basically. And, yeah, more landmarks, that's the idea of the canal. Originally, landmarks, canal. I'm mumbling, I'm sorry guys, I've kind of just multitasked my brain into oblivion then for a second, so yeah. The video starts off strong, and Jim's fumbled it at the end, because, you know, I'm clever. So, future canal, I'll wrap it up in one sentence quickly now. Longer, landmark, probably go on the hill next. Coolio, I've been Jim. Watch me other stuff, it's probably better. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's good. Yeah, watch my other stuff. Like, this is not going to distract you and go, no. Right, I've been Jim. Like, subscribe if you want to see me be an idiot more. Or just do it, please, anyway. Please just like, subscribe. Please. I mean, I've got 400 fucking videos. Have a laugh. Have a cry. Have a look at a video that doesn't really work and it's still in there for some reason. Have a look at the ones that don't even exist. I'm fairly sure there's still a few, like, 5-second ones where I've gone, shit, this doesn't work, and then left it there. But oh well, there's enough live streams on there to cover your ass as well, so, I've been Jim. Discord's in the description. Or should be. Don't do that, Jim, you can't say that and not do that. And goodbye. Have fun. See you now. Happy Easter, that's just happened. 2023, woo. Drown myself. Ugh. I've run out of steam. I've literally started off positive and I've collapsed now. And we've hit the 26 mark. Well, wait. I'll wait to 26 because let's make it even. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and